In the northeastern part of Uganda, the Karimojong and Iteso were known for their ethnic disunity, hatred and negative perception of each other. The cow and the gun had heightened the tension between the two communities, and their efforts to foster peaceful coexistence has had a long way till the dawn of a new era. In September 2001, Iteso Initiative for Peace was registered to work in northeastern Uganda with a vision of peaceful and prosperous communities in northeastern Uganda and a mission to promote a culture of peace and participatory governance among individuals, communities, and institutions in northeastern Uganda through transformative interventions. In January 2009, TIP, in partnership with Diaconia, embarked on a project of enhancing the participation of women and youth in justice, peace building, and conflict transformation to strengthen the relationship between the two communities.
There are different ways of looking at non-violence. There are those who believe there is non-resistance or being passive or submissive. Then there are those who are on the other side who say that it involves the fact that as long as there is no pain at all, that's what is true non-violence.
The project was followed by training of staff and local leaders who later organized community dialogues. The community members then agreed that appreciation of each other could be promoted through exchange visits. Exchange visits were then organized to mark the beginning of a peaceful correlation, as the Bokora, who had for long hated the GA, opened their arms to welcome the GA visitors. There was a lot of dancing and singing as the visitors walked to the peace tree at Omokori, where they were hosted. One of the GA elders was overwhelmed by the reception that he could not wait to share his experience with the hosts.
Abala mame tengache una limunya na bo una bunya nga limun ke daun ke dilungola ne ki pedori wan nyarimit nya ko kwapit neni etia awaru nyonyo awari ekedil
e yala mikitingo eriyo ngetelo atip anwa dolunu e sala mikini so kede choro anunyo anwa ipuchu aneja Iteso Karimojong kedi Iteso dobobo ojai amuno kina anae jaibe kwana eso Iteso kedi Karimojong iwo mtosu kwane subiai anu nata akoko adawu nyindi bore kera adawu kwana neja oni ikoto kwanoni amorutaine radio pet alagara papa yupejito yeto amako uwa de boyeta kape ngorigno de dadan otere ada uriya ma bero kama aloteva uriya ma da bero uriya ma tel da uriya ma bero lagar ma jom uriya mo lo abim da uriya ma tel uriya ma da na abim disigna pa da uriya mo de wanda apurani yo da ne bane we yaje abetil mane sab gawndi godene ne o mai alagara
During other dialogue meetings, the Karimojong of Lokopo and Iteso of Okoboi had set up bylaws that enabled them to start up and sustain joint resettlements at Apeitolim and Okoboi. The joint effort to clear the land and construct houses attracted other organizations to support the resettlers. After resettling, the communities realized the need for other facilities, which they continuously expressed during other dialogues.
By February, P1 as a community school.
Following the demands suggested in the dialogues, the women groups and communities got together and shared how best they could start up community schools. As a result, community schools such as Omokori, Koblin, and Achegerekuma were set up. The women groups continued supporting the schools with scholastic materials. These schools were supported by other development partners such as VAD and the district local governments of Amuria and Napak. As a result, these schools brought unity among the Karamojong and Iteso children as portrayed in the Child Play Days and the Joint Youth Football for Peace in Soroti. After the match, the youth went for a radio talk show where the purpose of the game was made clear to the people.
So ichamunte bo bebe emopira nisi ibo radio pete epedorte atumonak. Lo atutubena anware aito sama anwaya minyone aipuju.
Following the dialogues and trainings, the youth groups resorted to theater activities to demand for better health services. As a result, Nyada Health Center 2 received a shelter for outpatients and a staff house, which improved the relationship between the health worker and community. The community members got involved in the day-to-day monitoring of the health center activities like counting of drugs. Apeitolim Health Center 2, with support from USAID and UNICEF, received a well-equipped maternity ward for safe delivery.
This is our postnatal ward, whereby after delivery, we bring our mothers here with their baby. And also in this room, we do what? MCH. It is where they give children the immunization also.
However, they still face a challenge of teenage pregnancies.
The causes of these teenage pregnancies are mostly due to what? Poverty. Poverty in terms of material needs that these girls may want to be having. They are not satisfied at home level, so they go as far as risking themselves with those people, men who have money. They convince them to what? To accept them in order to be given money. They exchange actually their bodies for money, resulting into unwanted pregnancies and its complications. And another issue that is causing these teenage pregnancies is just rape within our homes. People still have that traditional belief of forceful marriage. Even if a girl is still less than what? 18 years. Because the girl has already shown signs of puberty, they end up forcing the girl to what? To have sexual relationship, and they end up becoming pregnant below the age of 18 years.
After a number of trainings and capacity building on savings and credit, enterprise and environmental management, notable changes have been witnessed among group members. A case in point is Aligo Christine of Geteget Women's Group, a single mother living with HIV, who was able to construct a decent pit latrine and plant fruits around her home. With the seed money given by TIP, other groups started saving schemes where they were able to purchase animals like sheep.
Kwa longole asia malana leyo na pagi ndo the group lo ko longali piara tomon arai boni areti o wada ayya kariam ta wangi charo ko nyiriam nang le ni ngulu le churutare wang kule pek apagi ndo doa agi churuta grang le ngulu au ni tip alpa me kan ko mon anga to mono mon apane data ga agi churuta le luku ani ala kunete gautu group member akideniana gautu ngi gelang atu gautu ngi gelang ginei gautu ngi ko adu kono kindang ngi boko be adu kono kindang akamanya bero ko gelang gali dang arno da ke jegala kauno we mampara boni apatana ya kadingi chen lu arno kono we ngulu arangulu re gurgurla tono da ke je rokoti punya buno chana kan Karimojong kan Iteso
macam dawa bono agipuch agi begini ni ajokan arukutu ni ajokan aga tahu nak mojo ka agala ka mojo ngena tugin ranga tuku tiyar ka pai arukutu ka pai anglo muria Michael.
The continuous accumulation of savings enabled Apeto Ribakor Youth Group raise funds to buy 15 iron sheets for each member that they used for building better houses.
Kalelo nara berango ni kamuto setogongon yala mo berango tipa bunere ando ichoro so ton sa do muna e kose ye bati ni sa sela mi toro tipu no elipi de mo tipu chuto loto paka ngada mojong
igeuso e ponele igeu na sedukalo iko chebere so kawangina ama mesai jene chut ama mesai jene do bobo ama meso group e dio kere konye apotuso kapi jaria so kede kutule senyango kede jakaitika abunge sa chama ke ngalo maro group la angor iduku se group obuni tip adomono sija o group abu tip obo isani kiniso akirone kamanara kede pomarane kamanara kede sen ijaingo kede jakaitika lo ama mesai boyna ajoka no kawangi na mamse do muta isani kina mam sai morke kina arai mata jono bon aso di kuria ka sai todu na kirone kamana la kede kurtule se konya buiti polomo toma so dai sani kini so akirone kamana la kede mono akirone pomarone kapa na morke kina dongo kede jaka idika to ni sa ageune lokalo morti so ajeuni ngoda elono grupu kapi mono so grupu yauni ngoda yauni ngodi disangina o yauni ngesi dige ona se lokalo
kakro remo kuta mane
aranga cheni kale
rene si kabero
idumi sanga matana waya lo iguru pun ko buti ko geuna adukulu iguru pun kereso angor ogesi sanu kini so ai otomo guru pun ko tesuda jena chwana imono ikapun domo kapuna ni mono sangu apo tuto se mono to so sa temar man si per kapunu lay boye eko panarete nyakune ni tameda agauti mo kede mugati dodo ni edo neta kiro mi guru punu agedo mo alomari akiro tona aipo ama metika punbere lwa bunga geona aranga mesko guru ko sini benina e jawon beri kapun luengara kinete na geuna imede ne dumun agare somero agete doso aju kanara budo beri do somero kapin ne sepon la geunor ne do kwani jari so
ilosi epone ngopongon moto na koskimida kopani gweluso akiro tana pe hoteralo.
While TIP trained on group dynamics and enterprise development, it did not have adequate resources to facilitate other activities, but encouraged groups to link with other development partners. The groups then sought for support from other organizations like VAD and Heifa International, who gave ideas of food storage using solar dryers and using Lorena stoves to save firewood. Given the low literacy levels, TIP uses community theaters for creating awareness among communities. This was emulated by some groups. The community theaters always began with a barometer of values to guide the audience through the drama.